So since I am back to Bali, Indonesia now, a lot of people during my break has been asking, is Bali still worth visiting? So I've been back to Bali for a little bit now, and I've had the feel about what things are the same and what things are different. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you if Bali is still worth visiting in the second half of 2023. Let's dive into it. Let's go. So first of all, what are some of the things that have changed? Well, the prices are still going up. I mean, that hasn't technically changed because it's been going steadily up, but it's one of those things that you just have to keep thinking about all the time, that Bali is not really the cheap paradise that it once was. And because so many people know about Bali now, it's going to be much more competitive to find places, and especially if you want to stay within the tourist areas like Canggu, Uluwatu and Ubud. Especially those areas, you have seen the prices hike like crazy. But I think in general, prices in Bali has been hiking. I mean, it's the same as Europe and different places around the world at the moment, but especially now after the tourism has really come back. And you can get a really nice place for a reasonable price, but that is much more of a difficult thing now, because as of right now, tourism is still going up. There's more and more people coming, and the more people are coming, the more other people are being told about it. So that's one of the upward trends that is of course great for Bali, but as well at the same time, if this continues for a long time now, Bali is gonna lose some of its magic. And that is kind of sad, because I really fell in love with Bali. As of right now, as you can see, I'm in a beautiful place. This is Titi Batu. This is my gym in Ubud, and I love coming here. And I know it's a little bit expensive, but it's still $1 million per month. If you're gonna look for a gym in, for example, Ubud, then if you're gonna look for a gym in, for example, Canggu, then you're gonna be spending at least twice that. And that considered, this place has fantastic value, and that's why I love coming here. And that's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily have to pay that much money for my place to stay, because I'm now paying 2.5 million, so it's a little bit more expensive than before because prices has been going up. I used to pay 1.8, but now it's 2.5 million Indonesian rupiah. So considering that, and also the 1 million that I'm paying here, I'm still getting a really good deal. And overall, prices for food and stuff has been staying fairly consistent. If you are going to Ubud or Canggu or Uluwatu, in general the tourism places, then prices has been going up a little bit, but not too much, so it's still manageable. So if you are the kind of person like me who wants to eat out all the time and never want to make food at home, then yeah, I think you have to be a little bit more careful if you are on a tight budget, because generally prices have hiked a bit. It's not going to be super noticeable if you eat out every once in a while, but if you eat out every single meal every day, then that is definitely going to make a difference in your budget. So to keep that in mind. So second on all, so that is traffic. And do keep in mind, I'm still in the beginning of September, so it's still during the dry season, which means that there's going to be a lot of tourism. In general, from October, when the rainy season starts, it's going to be a gradual increase in the amount of rain until we get to about January, February, which is like the peak. It's kind of the same as in Europe, when it is the coldest in January, February, at least in Norway it is. And around that time, there's going to be quite a few. Around that time, there's going to be not as many people, and if you can handle the rain, then that might be the time, and the price is going to be much better as well. But it's also the rainy season, so there's a reason why not so many people are here. So do consider that if you are considering staying here. But in terms of the traffic, let me tell you what, some places now, especially around the tourism areas, and you're going to see a lot of my points in this video, is around the tourism areas, the traffic has just been absolutely insane. And it's from both sides, because more tourisms are coming, there's more business happening, so there's going to be more goods and services that needs to be transported, so that means more traffic. And Bali is a pretty small island considering how many people are coming here, and the road infrastructure is not made to be able to handle this much traffic, and it's just sometimes just It's super insane to see how much is being pushed, but as of now, I still think it's manageable. You do have to keep in mind a little bit more about rush traffic, and yeah, other than that, I think you are going to be doing fantastic. As long as you are not super sensitive to traffic, then I do not think this probably not the right place for you. But if you come here during the rainy season or the off-peak seasons, then you're going to be doing great, because I think the traffic is going to be less. So one of the things I do want to say is it's considerably more difficult to find good deals though. Sometimes there is still available deals. So what I mean by that is places to stay, sometimes promos in restaurants and stuff. I remember during the pandemic, or when there were not as much tourism, I could find promos left and right, and you could find really, really good deals. Nowadays, it's been really, really difficult traveling around finding a good deal, and sometimes I feel like some of the hotels charge way too much, and then sometimes if you are a flexible type of person, they will lower the price last minute to what basically it should have been, because some of the places that are not good quality has been increasing like crazy in price. So that's something I do want to warn you about, because unfortunately right now Bali is no longer the affordable paradise that it once was. But at the same time, considering now that new things are being built, you can probably hear that in the background, there's new buildings being built all alongside here. So there's gonna be new infrastructure, there's gonna be new buildings, new things happening all the time, and that's a beautiful thing about living here in Bali. There's always something new, something exciting, and I really hope that they are able to keep that balance of keeping Bali within what Bali is known for. It's magic, because there's no denying that almost every single person that I met here, and it was the same for me as well, every person that has come to Bali ended up staying much longer, because it has this magical pull, and there's like so few other places that I've visited around the world that has this same kind of magic that Bali has. So I really hope that it's gonna keep it going and not focus too much on capitalism and just business all the time. So since I have been talking about some of the things that are different, that are more in a negative direction, I want to talk about some of the things that are incredible. So I still consider Bali my home. It's a beautiful place, and being able to have such a place, like, come on guys, look at this. Gym, sauna, cold plunge, steam room, like, come on. All of those options, and having this around here, having still cheap food, if you know what the price is, and if you stay out of the touristy places, you can still have incredible deals. And I do still believe that Bali is a incredible vacation destination, and also if you want to live here more long term, if you want to get more of a business visa, that's also a good option. I know a lot of people who have started their careers here. They have tried different things, and they kind of lost their spark back home. And I can honestly say that if you have lost your spark and you're currently considering coming to Bali, then I highly recommend just try it. I mean, what are you gonna lose? Because if you are in a job right now, or if you are heading in a career direction that is not really what you want out of life, then come on, life is incredibly short. You just gotta go for it. And I feel that the different places that you have in Bali is gonna push you in different directions. Like, you have for spiritual stuff, you have Ubud. You have for more like business minded, you have Canggu. And if you want to have like a mix of the spiritual kind of hippie surfy vibe, then Uluwatu is good for that. And there's also a lot of good co-workings and a new bigger community that is growing up there as well. So there's something for everyone. So if you are considering coming to Bali and you really want to try something new in your life, then just try it out, because it's honestly life-changing. It's been life-changing for me coming here. It's just every time I come here, I feel just like an urge to live life. I got my life energy, my vitality back. I'm feeling much more healthy. And I mean, do be worried, there's a lot of like fried food and stuff here, but if you're able to eat a lot of good food, get some exercise, have amazing social life here, then I do believe that your life is going to look incredible. And I don't know too many places around the world that can provide that to this level, considering how cheap it really is. And the beautiful thing is, if you have Bali as your base, it's really close to other places in Indonesia, and you can get cheap flights to other places. So that's why I love having Bali as a base. So Bali is my home, and I really hope that it's going to be my home into the foreseeable future. And I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about. How excited are you about traveling to Bali? Do you have some concerns? Is there anything you want me to talk about next? Then let me know down in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my new updated take on what it's like to be here. I do still think that Bali, Indonesia is a beautiful place. There has been some scary updates that I really hope that is gonna iron itself out in terms of the price and excessive tourism. But I do really hope that things are gonna be working themselves out, and I'm gonna be exploring some new places as well to give you some other comparison later on. So make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.